Welcome, everyone, to episode number 2. Who is controlling your thoughts? It starts when you're a kid. Parents, family, teachers, etc. may all have the best intentions to raise you properly, but they too have maybe been misprogrammed by disinformation. They may be in the same position you are, not knowing the truth about mind matters. These first years of our lives are spent building the foundation of our personal beliefs, our identity, and how we interact with the world. It's easy to assume everybody knows what is considered right and wrong, social norms that we lay out as a civilization and agree are morally acceptable, but every person starts out on their own journey of understanding. Some begin their journey with a bad hand of cards. Some don't have the proper upbringing we all deserve. Some are indoctrinated by their family cultural or religious beliefs. We are all vulnerable to social conditioning, to our financial position, social status, and expectations. At some point in our life, we will take an honest look at all of our beliefs or the labels we give ourselves and decide if we want to continue to allow those narratives to shape who we are moving forward. Once you are old enough to start discerning your own truths, you will find there are many other outside forces trying to control your thoughts. Those who bully or verbally attack you, those who promote fear-mongering, those who mock you and label you are all mental enslavers. Do you allow them to affect your state of well-being? Do you believe what they are saying about you is true? Please know, self-truth is only what you believe to be so. What about the content you consume, like movies, video games, gambling, books, music, TV, and commercials, etc., etc.? These things aren't inherently bad, but you must be discerning and make good decisions on what you are choosing to consume. Information is so easy to find these days, and it wasn't that long ago that just about anything you want to know is literally at our fingertips. The first iPhone came out in 2007. Web search engines were popularized by the 21st century. Before all this, you had to ask your parents, grandparents, or a close network of friends that may be able to answer the questions you had. You relied on getting info directly from someone or through books if you had access to literature. Now, we're living in an era of disinfo that seems to be led majorly by corporate and political agendas fueled by greed. One must be discerning to uncover the truth. We can no longer trust the mainstream media to cover topics that serve humanity for the greater good. The powers that be want control of the narrative and to distract us by controlling what we consume. Have you ever wondered why online platforms are offered to the public for free? If a service is free, that typically means you are the product, and the money being made is from putting advertisement in front of your eyes or by selling your data, personal info. Some companies have even utilized subliminal messaging in their content to brainwash or manipulate our subconscious decision making. Whether you realize it or not, all these things you feed your mind become you in some way. Junk in, junk out. Only consume things that serve you in a positive way. A lot of this may seem scary, but mental programming doesn't have to be expressed in a negative light. I emphasize the negativity because it's very important to be aware of the harmful external mediums that are feeding your mind. Some positive examples of programming could be inspiration, motivational speaking, preaching, teaching, singing, studying, loving, etc. We have unknowingly been getting mentally programmed as a society for many generations. Just because those external forces exist doesn't mean you have to be a victim. It's time to become self-aware and free yourself from mental enslavement. Join us in the next episode where we'll shift away from outside sources and focus on ways you may be causing self-harm to your mental state and well-being.